Hello students and welcome to macroeconomics class. Today under unit 1 national income and related aggregates we will study chapter 2, that is circular flow of income. And the topic which we are going to cover today is the concept of circular flow of income. So let's get started. Under this, the first question which comes in our mind, that what is this circular flow of income? As far as the name suggests, circular, it means a kind of cycle, right? So it means the income is going to flow in form of cycle. I think you have already known about the fact of life cycle, right? That it's a kind of chain. So in the same way, in the economy, the flow of income also has a chain, a kind of circle or a cycle. Now let's see how it works. So what is circular flow of income? The circular flow, what does circular flow means? Circular flow means unending or continuous flow. Unending and continuous. It means it's not at all going to end. It will flow in a circular manner, just like this. Okay? For example, if we will talk about the circular flow of production of goods and services, so definitely the producers are producing goods and services continuously. There is nothing like that, that once they have produced, now they have stopped and they are taking rest. No, because why it is happening? Because the demand for the goods and services by the consumer is continuous. So definitely the production of goods and services will also be continuous. Then income and expenditure in an economy. Definitely the households provide factors of production. I guess you already know what is this factors of production. If not, we'll get to know later. So they provide factor services or factors of production to the firms so that they can produce goods and services, and in return they get the payment of it. So that is also continuous, right? Because the demand for the factor services by the producers also will never end, right? So ultimately we can say it in a very short, or you can say it as manner, that every sector in the economy, we have already gone through the topic of intersectoral, that is intersectoral flow, right? So there intersectoral flow, we have seen about that how the money flows in form of real flow and the money flow. Fine. Real flow means the flow of goods and services. Money flow means the flow of money only. So let's see what else this circular flow tell us. It shows the redistribution of income in a circular manner between the production unit, or you can call it as firm, and the households. So we are taking two sectors over here, that is the production unit, or you can say it as the firm, and household. And there is a distribution, or you can say it as there is a redistribution of the income, but in a circular manner. For example, suppose this household, means we as a general public, have provided our land to the firm so as to use it, right? Definitely I've given my land to the firm so that they can use and produce the goods and services. So when they have taken this land, they are in return giving me the rent of that land, right? So I'm generating factor income. They are giving me factor payment. Actually I'm generating factor income because I have, you can say it as there is something which is utilized in the production process. So this land, particular land which is given by me to the firm, is basically used for the factor, or you can say it as for the process of the production of goods and services. So it is earned income, right? So definitely they are going to give me the factor payment in form of rent. Okay, now the income which I have generated, when they will produce, what they are going to produce? Now they are going to produce the goods and services, right? That goods and services will be consumed by whom? Definitely me. And that income which I have taken from them only will be given to them back. it will be returned, because I'll purchase the goods and services from them. So that is the reason it is said over here that it is a circular manner. It is a kind of circular flow, that each and every sector is dependent on the other sector for one or the other reason, right? So let's move further. I hope this much is clear to you. Now let's go through the four sectors in an economy. Actually, we have already gone through this topic, but still just have a recap of it. So there are in totality we have four sectors, right? That is household sector, firm sector, government sector, and rest of the world. In some of the books you'll find that even actually in some of the studies you will find that there are five models, and then there they include the financial sector too, right? So it becomes the five model sector. So total we have four sectors, but the study area, the study area is only limited to household and firm sector, because here in circular flow of income we are talking about the closed economy. What do you mean by the closed economy? Here is closed economy means between the, means inside the country only, you are not going outside, there's no foreign trade happening over here. So that is the reason it is called as closed economy we are studying here. So in the case of closed economy, we study only two factors or the two sectors only, that is the household sector and the firm sector within the country. There is no involvement of foreign trade right now, right? Okay, so now let's move further. I hope you have clear with this fact that we have four sectors in the economy, that is household sector, firm sector, government sector, and rest of the world. Now let's move further. Now, as I was saying, factors of production, which is also called as factor services. So, what kind of the factor services a household provides, a owner provide, or we as a general public provide to the this firms and all. So that is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. These are the four factors of production which are used for producing the goods and services. Without these four factors, any production is impossible, right? So we need these four factors for the production. At least one or two of them is definitely required for producing the goods and services. So let's move now further with the another topic. Now we can see here is factor payment. Now definitely when you provide the factor services you are providing in, or the factor of production you are providing in terms of land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. Ab definitely you are not providing these things free of cost. You'll these are going to be utilized for the production of the goods and services, right? So if you are utilizing these things for the process of the production, and then you are generating any income, that is termed as factor income, because that is your earned income. It's not transfer income, because transfer income is unearned income, just like in help you got the money or as a pocket money you got the money. So this topic we have already discussed, fine. Okay, so factor payment is when I give my land to the firm so as to use it for the purpose of producing the goods and services, they will give me in return the factor payment, that is rent. For utilizing labor, if I'll provide the labors to them, then they will give the wage or the salary to them, fine. If it is capital given, then the interest will be given by them to me or to the household. Okay, then if the household provides entrepreneur skills, then definitely in return they will get the profit. So these four things means rent, wages or salary, interest, and so this rent, wages and salary, interest, and profit, right? These all four is termed as factor payments for firm, because they are giving it to you. And in view of households, those who are receiving this money, for them it is factor income. Got it? Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Now we can understand the circular flow of income with the help of this chart. Here, as I already told you, we study the closed economy. So you can see here, this is a simple model, a closed economy where there is no involvement of foreign trade. So we have only two, household and firms, right? Okay, according to your course also you have only two sector economy, and this we will discuss later. So here is household, we have means we as a general public, and then the second one is firm. So two sectors are involved over here. So first thing is household provide. What they provide? Household, they give land, labor, capital, right, or entrepreneur skills. To whom? They give it to firm, right? When firm utilize it, right, they generate what? They generate the goods and services, right? And these goods and services are made for whom? Definitely for the households only, right? Now, when these household provide their land, labor, capital, or entrepreneurial skills, firm in return gives them rent, wages, interest, profit. Okay, so in order to make it little very clear, first let's see these two. Okay, so first is this one, where household has given to the firm land, labor, capital and entrepreneur skills, right? Then firm in return, क्योंकि firm ने वो land, labor and capital has utilized it, right? So they will pay the factor payment to whom? To household in form of rent, wages, interest or profit. Got it? Till here is clear? Okay. Now, whatever the land, labor, and capital is utilized by the firm, definitely they are using it for the process of production, right? So, now firm is producing the goods and services for households. Goods and services produced for household, right? Now, whatever the income which was received from here in form of rent, wages, interest and profit, this is their factor income, okay? And for their point of view, it is their factor payment given to households. So now this factor income, जो भी income they have generated for purchasing these goods and services, definitely they need money, na? They need income. Okay, now income is generated by them from these firms only. Now this income they will give to firm in order to buy these goods and services. So they will do the expenditure on goods and services. Why they are doing expenditure? Because without paying money, so nobody is going to give you the food and the services. Fine. So they are going to pay this money to the firms so that they can get the goods and services. Got it? So I hope till here it is clear to you. Now let's move. Now let's see this little more deeply. So as you can see, the first, this is just a recap of it and a conclusion which we have gone through to the topic which we have discussed today is the circular flow of income. So let's see. The intro says that circular flow of income and expenditure simultaneously explains how national income and the output are determined. Definitely, because circular flow model actually helps in the estimation of national income. Now you will ask how. So the reason is because national income is the sum total of factor incomes, right? Factor income, just in the before this slide we have seen it, factor income. What are those factor income? Rent, profit, wages or salaries and interest. So these all are earned income, right? They did something and then it was used for the production of services and then they have earned it, right? So these factor incomes are used in the calculation of national income, right? Which flows from where? It flows which flows from producer to household of a country, because producers only pay the factor payments to the household because they are utilizing their land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur skills, and in return they provide them the factor payments in form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. Got it? Okay. Now one thing which is also very important over here, that circular flow of income is actually a never ending flow of income, or I can say it as this is a sectorial or intersectorial flow of income which never stops. And why it never stops? Because first reason is that demand for the factor services or the factor of production by the producers will never stop, right? Because the producers every day a new company or the business starts, right? So definitely the producers are in great need or the demand for the goods and services or the factors of the production or factors services. So it is in demand for always, it is not going to end. Second reason is the demand for the consumer goods and services, which goods and services produced by the producers, that is also not going to stop, because we as a consumers we need food, no, for our survival. So if we need food and services, goods and services for our survival, which is never ending because every day there generates a new demand. So that's the reason we call it as circular flow, which flow never ends. Now second point says that the overall economy activity or economic activity like production, exchange, consumption, and distribution is represented by a circular flow of income, output, and expenditure. Definitely, if we are talking about economic activities, if you remember, economic activities we have already studied in the previous class. Economic activities are those activities which involve money, right? Because there are two kinds of the activities, economic and non-economic activity. Economic activities are those where there is the involvement of money. When you do something, you get in return in form of money payments. Fine. Like here we have seen the households are providing land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur skills. And in return, what they are receiving? They are receiving money in terms of rent, wages, salaries, interest, or profit. Fine. So money is involved over here. So that is like production. When they are producing it, they need the goods and services for producing it. They need the factors of the production. Fine. Exchange, definitely. When the goods have been produced, it need to be exchanged. You'll give money, then you'll get the goods, right? Consumption, definitely it used to be consumed by the consumers or the households. Then distribution is also very important, because the producer, the good which they have produced need to be distributed among the consumers. Only then the goods and services will be consumed. Fine. Okay. So this is all the circular flow of income, output, and expenditure. That how the income, this circular flow of income talks about the output. Output means that what is produced by the firms, and expenditure means that produced goods are consumed by the consumers, and for that they provide the goods, they provide the money. They they do the expenditure in order to purchase those goods and services, right? Now let's see again just a very short conclusion over here of circular flow of income. We have two, that is household and firms. Left hand side we have households, right hand side we have firms, right? So firms and household provides factors of production. The blue line, the green line shows over here the factors of production. Just see the below line. Fine. So below line here is written factors of production. So household provides factors of production to whom? To firms, right? This is factors of production which is provided by household to firms. And then they provide, now see the blue line here, then they provide in return, firms provide to the household in return the income. Got it? Till here it is clear? Okay. Then you can see again the green line. Now the firm जो भी production of this factor of production they have used, they used it for the process of production only. Then they produce the goods and services for consumers, final consumers also you can say, or the households, or even you can say. Now these households, when they generate the income, they will do the expenditure in order to purchase those goods and services. So overall we can say that they all are dependent on each other somehow, for one reason or the other reason, but they all the sectors are dependent on each other, right? Okay, now you can see what does this green line resembles and the blue line resembles over here. First we'll see the green line. Green line over here shows individuals and households who provide factors of production to firms for producing goods and services households consume or purchase. Definitely. Now individual or the households, they provide goods and these factors of production, right, to firms, and in return they consume the goods and services, like you can see here, the goods and services produced by them. Got it? So it is green line explained. Now factors of services you have given, firm have used it, produce the goods and services for you. Now next, blue line. Blue line says that it shows households spending on goods and services produced by firm. The money spent by household is then used by firm to pay the farmer for their labor via income, right? Okay, now let's see, understand that also. Now the firms, when they use the factors of production for producing goods and services, definitely they pay in return the income to households. Now that income used by households for doing the expenditure on the goods and services produced by producers. Got it? Okay. Now I hope this topic is clear to you. Let's move on to the next. Now we are at the end of the slides and the video. We have some important questions over here. Let's go through. First question is, what do you mean by circular flow of income? Here you just only have to explain what does circular flow of income mean. Got it? Second, name the various sectors in an economy. You just have to write the name of it. If you can explain, that will be much better. Number 3, explain the circular flow of income with the help of diagram or cycle of circular flow of income. So here you have to explain circular flow of income in detail with the diagram or the cycle. Next is, what are the factors of production? Explain in detail. Now you have to tell about the factors of production. What are those factors of production? You have to explain those factors of production. What are they? And these details must be written very neatly too. Now fifth question is, if a household provides factor services, now factor services, you know, factor of production only called factor services, to the firm. If suppose any household is providing factor services to the firm, then what he will receive in terms of factor payment. So you have to tell, if suppose the factor services are provided by household to the firm, so what firm is going to give to the households in return of the factor services, right? Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now thank you so much for watching this video.